many people talk about this background. So facing the global warming, we have to utilize biomass energy, biomass products to address global warming. And let me introduce biomass Nippon strategy. Nippon is Japan, so biomass Japan strategy. Government of Japan approved biomass Nippon strategy in December 2002 in order to promote comprehensive utilization of biomass strategically. And this biomass Nippon strategy was revised in March 2006 from the viewpoint of acceleration of biomass towns and promotion of utilization of biofuels. So I will explain about biomass towns and the promotion of utilization of biofuels. And biomass Nippon strategy has 4 major targets. First, prevent global warming. Second, formulate recyclable society. Third, to grow up industries strategically. It means create new industries and jobs by utilizing biomass for new energy and materials. Expect those industries with competitive strength. And fourth, vitalize agricultural community. And revised in 2006, there are 2 major points. One, accelerate biomass town plan. Promotion of utilization of unused biomass such as rice, straw, and forestry residues is a key issue for this biomass town. And I will explain later. And second, promotion of biofuels based on a roadmap for significant boost of the production of domestic biofuels. So I will explain the roadmap later as well. So what is biomass town? Biomass town is a community which utilizes biomass comprehensively with strong ties between the community and the local stakeholders. So this slide shows the biomass and biomass town. So biomass resources to be used depends on regions. So it depends on the regions, for example, domestic animal waste, or in an urban area, leftover food, and so on. And also how to use the biomass resources also depends on region. So products such as plastic or energy, such as electricity, bioethanol. So various goals of policy in each region is needed. So this figure shows some examples of utilization of biomass. And each town declared the biomass town, and the government of Japan approved its original plan. The goal is 300 towns by 2010, and now 208 towns was approved. So we have still a long way to go. And this slide shows examples of utilization of biomass as product, and biofuels, bioethanol, biodiesel fuels, and as energy for making biogas or biomass boiler. So this figure shows an example of major biomass towns. So for example, for one island, small island, they utilize sugarcane to produce their own bioethanol to mix their gasoline. They're small town, so very small scale of alcohol production, but it helped to the local economy. Then I would like to show you about roadmap of significant boost of the production of domestic biofuels. So we need research and development. First, reduce cost in collection and transportation. Develop inexpensive way of bringing down lumber from mountains, or efficient method for gather rice straws. Second, develop resource crops. So develop a new variety of energy resource crops which enable ethanol production in great quantity. Third, improve ethanol conversion efficiency. Develop technologies to produce ethanol in great quantity from rice straws, thinned wood. So this figure shows in 2007 only 30 kiloliter. So I have no mistake in the number. 30 kiloliter production of ethanol in Japan. And our target is 2011, 50,000 kiloliter from sugar, starch, agricultural products and byproducts. And further strategy to 2030, Ministry of Agriculture estimated 2 million kiloliter of ethanol is produced from cellulose, such as rice straw, thin wood, and resource crops. For this roadmap, of course, we need to create a Japanese own system. So, of course, we are running systems of Europe, US, and Brazil, and still Japan has constructing our own systems. So outline of Biofuel Act, it's enforced on 2008. So background, I already explained. And needs is, as I mentioned, Biomass Nippon strategy and roadmap for significant boost of the production of biofuels in Japan. So there are many problems still we have to face. And this law outlines the role of government of Japan. The government of Japan establishes basic guideline and second, recognize and applied project plan which is consistent with basic guideline. Then government supports recognized project. So we have many ministries related to biomass, utilization of biomass, but this Biofuel Act, mainly Ministry of Agriculture, Ministry of Economy, and Ministry of Environment, we are working together. And effect of Biofuel Act to generate new demands for resources from agriculture, forest, and marine materials. To conserve farmland and to grow potential supplying food by cultivating crops in temporarily not used fields. To secure income and stabilize management of workers in the agriculture, forestry, and fisheries sectors. To diversify energy sources and to revitalize local community by enlarging production of biofuels. And to utilize agriculture, forestry, and marine resources and to prevent global warming. Okay, then let me introduce the outline of tax system revision of 2008 with regard to biofuels. There are two tax privilege for biofuels. One is for facilities of manufacturing, biofuel manufacturing. So fixed asset tax is reduced 50% for 3 years for the facilities of manufacturing biofuels such as bioethanol, biodiesel fuels, biogas, and so on. And second tax privilege is gasoline tax. So reduce of tax for a portion of bioethanol out of bioethanol blended gasoline. So now in Japan, we have 53.8 yen per liter. It means almost 50 US cents per liter. It's exempted. So if we mix 3% of bioethanol, 53 yen multiplied 3% equal 1.6 yen. So very little amount of reduction, but if we mix bioethanol, we can get the tax privilege. Then I'd like to show very briefly about the storage and usage ratio of biomass in Japan. There are two categories, waste biomass and unused biomass. Waste biomass means animal feces, sewage sludge, waste paper. Those waste biomass is a very high ratio. We recycle those materials. On the other hand, unused biomass, such as non-edible parts of farm crops, forestry residues, are very low ratio of the utilization. So our target is those unused biomass to utilize into energy or other materials. So already introduced Brazil, US, and the EU countries, but in Japan, we still utilize bioethanol in both direct mixture and ETBE. And ethanol production in 2008 is only 20 kiloliter from molasses or construction waste wood. And the mixture ratio is upper limit is 3%. And this is not obligated. So we can buy 100% gasoline at any place. And some places they mix at highest maximum 3%. And just show you the biodiesel fuels as well. We produce only 10,000 kiloliter from waste oil as a biodiesel. And let me introduce current status of bioethanol production in Japan. Now there are only 6 bioethanol plants, but none of them are large scale. The biggest one is located in Osaka, but it produces only 80 kiloliter per year, so very small scale production. And also there are 4 biodiesel plants in Japan, and we also utilize biomass as a gasification by biological reaction to produce methane gas, or chemical reaction to produce hydrogen, carbon monoxide, and so on. So let me compare with the price of the gas in Japan. So now, this data is a couple of months ago, so now the price of gasoline is increasing in Japan. It shows 96 Japanese yen. It is almost $1 US per liter. Now it is increasing and 120 yen now. And if we utilize the ethanol from Brazil, the second column, the price may be 122 Japanese yen. So it contains 16.9% tariff. And other ethanol production in Japan, if we mix the ethanol for molasses, 144 yen per liter. But those columns for wheat or rice,